Hi, I'm Benji, this is Chess 101, and today we are going to go over checkmating using only a rook and a king. Let's imagine you've outplayed your opponent throughout the game, and you find yourself with a rook and your king against just their king. First, we have to realize that the only way you can deliver checkmate with only a rook is when your opponent's king is on one of the four edges of the board. This means you will have to use your rook and king to push your opponent's king to one of the edges. For me, the easiest way to think about this is imagining a box that you are trying to shrink in order to push your opponent's king to the edge of the board. So, if we have this position here, we're trying to create a box using our king and rook. We can move our rook here to create our box. Now, we see the king is trapped in a box with only 16 squares to move inside. So, now black has to make a move. Let's say black goes there. Now, we move our king so we can keep on shrinking the box even more. Black is forced to move again. Let's say they go there. Now, we can move our rook here, shrinking the box around black's king, so now he only has 12 squares to move it. Black goes up, and we can shrink the box around the king even more. Look, now he only has 8 squares to move in. So black has to move again. Let's say they go there. We keep maneuvering our king to try to shrink the box. Now, black is trying to keep the box from getting too small, so the king goes back to where he was. That's okay. We move our king. Black has to move again and still only has the 8 square box to move inside. So let's just say he goes back. Now, we shrink the box even more. Let's notice how the black king only has 6 squares to move. Now, let's say he goes there. Our king can now go here. The black king now only has one possible move to make. Now, our rook goes here, and the black king can only move on these 3 squares. Let's say black goes to the corner. We've shrunk our box now, but we want to make sure we're not shrinking it too much. If we went here with our rook, trapping the king in the corner, this would be stalemate, because the king has no more moves to make. But we're looking for a win here. So, from this position here, we can move our king here, and now black has to go back, giving us a checkmate where the king is on the edge of the board on the 8th rank. Our king is blocking the black king from advancing, and our rook is delivering a check where the king has no more squares that he can move. And there you have it. That's how you checkmate with a rook and king.